Greetings, Soras. It's game time. We are entering the most pivotal month of this election season. As we enter the month of October, we've successfully educated and registered many in our communities. Now it's time to focus on mobilization. Early voting is essential, and we want to make sure no one waits until the last minute. Our first priority is to engage and get out the vote efforts through our Pink Pearl Precinct Project. This means getting out there and knocking on doors in the precincts our chapters have adopted. We can also send text messages, make phone calls to check in with voters, but we need to help them create a solid voting plan so they know exactly when, where, and how they will cast their ballots. If you're attending homecoming at your college or university, this is a perfect opportunity to join in with your line sisters to promote voting. If you're celebrating a line anniversary, make it a part of your scheduled events. Set up a booth, distribute information, and remind everyone of the importance of voting early. Collaborate with partner organizations to extend our reach. Host joint events, share resources, and support the events they have too. But don't forget to document your activities. Take photos, record videos, and keep a log of the number of people you've contacted. Tracking our impact is important, not just for our records, but to inspire others with our success stories. And let's make sure we're providing voters with all the information they need. For instance, in Florida, the deadline to register to vote in the general election is October the 7th, and the early voting period for the general election begins on October 26th. Now, in Georgia, the deadline to register to vote in the general election is also October the 7th. The early voting period for the general election begins on October the 15th. And in South Carolina, the deadline to register to vote in the general election is October the 4th. The early voting period for the general election begins on October 21st. You can help your communities by creating easy-to-follow guides on how to vote early. Include what identification they need to bring and any other important details. Now, to my undergraduates, what is your voting plan? Are you voting where you attend college or back at home? If you are still registered in your home county, now is the time to request your vote-by-mail ballot to make sure that you vote and send it in timely. Lastly, remember that mobilization doesn't end with early voting. Continue to remind and encourage people to vote until the very last day. Every single vote is important, and our combined efforts will make a significant impact.